We made it. Somehow. Come on. Huh, hello.
I'm sorry. I thought you were one of them.
Huh? Lots of new friends today.
Alright, so this is a bit awkward because I haven't posted a video in months, so I'm kind of just reappearing out of the ashes here. I will be doing a life video in the upcoming weeks. I got a lot of stuff going on personally, health-wise as well, family-wise. But we'll get to that in a future video. But anyways, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. This is Star Wars Outlaw. I got to play the game for about 4 hours remotely at home with Ubisoft Wizardry, which is fantastic. We've done this before. But yeah, I had a blast playing this game because I didn't know what to expect. And when you come in without no expectations, you can't be disappointed. But it was actually a fairly good experience.
Okay, you're mad about the pipe. I didn't think anyone survived the crash, but you did. So now, I'll help you.
I don't need help. I'm getting out of here.
How? You're an off-worlder, and this ship of yours isn't gonna fly anytime soon. But lucky for you, I'm a mechanic.
How many credits are we talking?
I mean, a few, mostly for parts. But good news, Tashara is a great place for someone with your skills. There's a pike underboss named Gorak. Talk to him.
And he'll give me work. Got it.
That speeder in your ship will get you to Miragana City easy.
If my ship's gutted when I come back, I'm gonna hunt you down.
Waka. My name's Waka.
I'll hunt you down, Waka.
I'll put a blaster right through your noggin. Anyways, so I ideally would have liked to post a longer video, especially with these previews, especially since I played 4 hours of the game. But due to embargo limitations, there's a set amount of time I can actually make the videos. So there's gonna be a lot of them, and there's a lot to talk about because this game, it piqued my interest. And probably the biggest praise that I can say about it is that it didn't feel like any other Ubisoft game. And I'm going somewhere with this because I've mentioned this in the past that when Ubisoft kind of invests into gameplay, technologies, worlds, you find that they reuse a lot of assets, especially if you take into consider, like, I'll give you an example. Everything from Far Cry has been pretty much similar since Far Cry 3, and even the more recently Avatar Pandora game that came out early this year, it basically just felt like a reskinned Far Cry game, but with Avatar. And when I jumped immediately into this game, it felt like a completely new experience, something that I have not played before. And that's probably the biggest fresh air and the biggest praise I can give about this game, that it just didn't feel like any other Ubisoft game. So it was a pretty new experience, and that's something to mention. So as you can probably tell, we have an open world game. I think this open world is one of those things now that developers, it's like a check mark basically on the box. It has to be open world. It has to have a morality system. It has to have all these things.
That must be
But
nearby
the
the city.
open world didn't feel like it was, how do I say this? It was unnecessary. I felt like a good open world. And what we're going to be doing
All right,
is we're
Waka.
going to be going
What do you get out of
into
this? I
our
don't trust
main mission,
charity.
into this
Do
valley.
you know what this baby is? It's an EML 850, a custom job. Checked the logs and even found a name. The Trailblazer.
The Trailblazer? So?
So this ship is special. You don't get it. Just give me some new fuel injectors. With those, at least we'll be able to fly.
All right. I'll figure it out.
So it's a completely different experience from the Force Unleashed, the EA games that came out a couple of years ago, as well as more recently last year. We are not a Jedi. We do not have Jedi powers. We do not have a lightsaber. We are literally just Kay, a normal person armed with a blaster.
Yeah, sure.
You're Torin Valerio Nup?
That's me. Mm-hmm.
All right, move along.
So as a person, obviously, we are limited to normal folk. We don't have force powers or anything like that. So we kind of have to like make do with what we got. And unfortunately for us as well, we're stranded right now on this planet because the Trailblazer, our ship that kind of goes through upgrades throughout the game as well, is marooned on this island until we get upgrade parts. And we have to go through this main quest to get fuel injectors. We have a little friend as well accompanying us, which we can actually control, and he actually is very helpful along the way by gathering things as well as pressing buttons for us, and he's just very cute all around. So we need to infiltrate this first gang, faction, whatever you want to call it, and as all good intel starts, you always go to the bar of the planet. That's where all the information is found.
Hey, I need to talk to Gorak.
You don't look like a pipe, and you're not getting up there without an invitation.
So this first faction is the Pike faction, one of 3 on this planet. Not sure how many there are in total, but we need to talk to Gorak. And basically, we need to find a way in. Obviously, we don't have credentials, so we need to kind of navigate our different options of what we want to do. There are a couple ways of going in there. I was kind of in a rush, so I basically tried to find the quickest way, which was to hack an elevator and kind of sneak into Gorak's lair. I also talked to this person. I'm assuming if I would have explored it a little bit different, I could have gone up here. Or there was another guy who's kind of shady, kind of huddling in the corner like Boo Radley, and he offered me a different way up, but I decided to not go through the sleazy way and just try to sneak in by myself. See, we could have, if we had enough money at the time, we could have bribed our way in.
Maybe next time?
Next time will be no.
This guy right here.
Hey, what's back there?
Big shots only.
Listen, buddy. I'm from Kanto, and I'm like the biggest shot there.
Get lost.
All right, so alternate ways in. So through here. And we encounter one of the mechanics of the game. It's a hacking system game that kind of focuses on rhythmic ability as well as listening to sound. I got better as the game progressed, but it was a real struggle at first to understand how this exactly worked. You basically have to press it in a specific sequence that kind of shows you this, the pulsing action. Data spikes, as you will. You can actually also, if it's a little bit too difficult for you, you can
There we go.
put in some visual elements as well. and some more elements in like the accessibility menu to make things a little bit easier, but I kind of just decided to keep going with it. And as with all open world games, thought that'd be a good idea just to kind of explore everything. But then I realized quickly that maybe I should stay on track because I want to. With these events, your biggest enemy, I've mentioned it before, is always your time limitations. So I couldn't do my normal thing of fully exploring as much as I wanted to. I tried to keep on pace as much as I possibly could with my constantly distracted brain. But we'll go through this event and then we'll hit a cutscene and I'll catch up with you guys on the other side. Kind of gave me like Batman Arkham vibes there going through the event.
Stay quiet, Nix.
Nix is so cute. He's so helpful too. We must protect him at all costs.
All right, let's go see Gorak. That looks like an underboss.
This is Governor Thornton's city, not yours.
Drag him out! And tell the governor the payments will not increase. I don't know you.
What? You never make new friends?
I have enough friends.
Yeah, but you don't have to pay me to hang out with you.
She's funny.
Waka sent me. He said, you might have some work?
What a disappointment.
Hey, wait! What's your problem?
Smart enough to get into my suite? Careless enough to use Walker's name. You're new to this world. Come back when you're not.
What a waste of time. Good boy.
All right. Thrown out on our butts.
Stealing from a pike underboss. First day? Easy. Name's Danka. I'm a broker for every job on this moon.
Not many syndicates where I'm from.
Hey, this is legitimate business. Mirogana is special, kid. Empire keeps this cantina neutral. But beyond these walls, it's war. You want to survive? Know the players. Look there. The Pikes have the most say, thanks to Gorak. Cutthroat, political. They pay up to play favorites with the Empire. Then, Crimson Dawn. Hungry for Gorak's kingdom. Crafty, sneaky. Unlike the Hutts. With them, what you see is what you get. Out here, you live and die by your reputation. That said, a friend needs a little something stolen from Gorak's private base. Some information he'd hate to get out.
And who's hiring me to steal from the top syndicate in town?
Sorry, kid. In or out. That's all you get.
Tell your client KVS is in.
Cute. Desperate, but cute.
All right, so instead of a morality system, we have a reputation system. So on this planet, we have 3 different factions, and based on how we choose to go our reputation with each of the factions will be impacted. We have the OG Hut Cartel and then the new Crimson Dawn, as well as Pike's Syndicate. So it actually, my issue with morality systems always have been that
Davis, Gorak's base is in the back district. Find the back entrance, slice the terminal in his tower. Steal the file marked SK01. Good luck.
Who? Oh, wait, are you the one who hired me? Hello? Okay.
deep throat in the house
hey,
here.
Waka, thanks for the help. You almost got me killed.
Ah, guess Gorak still remembers me.
Just tell me how to get into his stronghold.
It's in the Pike District. The main entrance is next to that imp checkpoint at the city entrance. That place is full of opportunities for someone like you. But if you're on the Pike's bad side, they won't let you just walk in.
I'm sure I can handle it.
So my main issue with morality systems in poorly designed games is that once you progress with them, it really doesn't seem like your decisions actually had any sort of an impact.
Just passing through.
Obviously, the gold standard is the Mass Effect morality system.
Hey, you were right.
But in this specific case, how reputation actually affects how we can progress through the game. So in this case, we don't have any reputation with the Pikes, so therefore, when we go to the area, they won't let us in, and then when we're in the area, if they don't like us, then they'll shoot us on sight or we fail the mission. But as the game progresses, if our reputations with the Pikes increase or any other syndicate increases, and then they kind of just like let us freely go as we want, which is a nice take. You kind of feel rewarded for the decisions that you've made in the past, which is kind of like the basis of all good morality systems. And just in games in general, you want to feel like your decisions have consequence and they have meaning and all that type of stuff and all those other expositions that I don't want to talk about. So we're gonna sneak in here. I'm sure there are other ways that we could have gone into this Pike area. This is just the one that I decided to go with, the Batman route. So there's a lot of sneaking if you want, as well as stealth as you want. As always, you can kind of just go guns blazing and shoot your way through, and if you're a good shot, you can probably get pretty far as well, just blasting your way in. But I've always liked stealth in my gameplay, so I decided to go with a stealth route. And our goal is to get to the stronghold at the very end here and then steal some data, which is very useful to us. As you can probably tell, I failed my stealth mission, so I decided to go again. And these guys actually, they have pretty good hearing and pretty good AI coding, because one guy, I thought that I was like behind a wall before, but the wall was like graded, and so it was deemed that you could see through it. So they smart. So the rest of this gameplay, once again, there are time limitations of what I can show you guys per episode. So we get to the end here, and then we kind of make our way to the stronghold. I had a blast, like I said, playing this game, and I want to talk to you guys more about it, but I don't want to start any new ideas. This is the grade I was talking about. They saw me through that, those metal venting right there. I don't want to start a new topic and then get cut short. So enjoy the rest of the video. Look forward to more Star Wars Outlaw videos in the future, and I'll talk to you guys very, very, very soon. Bye-bye.